again, everyone. In this video, I'm going to be talking a little bit about how things are going currently, and kind of coming full circle with some of the things that I'd mentioned being things that I was going to be working on in earlier videos. And I'm not just going to talk about the things that are going well, I'm going to talk about the challenges too. And going to talk a bit about anxiety. So that's going to be the video today. So I'm going to start with kind of talking a little bit about some of the things that I had mentioned working on and kind of where I'm at with some of those. So I'm going to talk about reading challenge, sleep routine, self-care, and I'll probably just go with those for right now. So reading challenge has been good. I didn't actually go with an actual challenge. Apologies for using the word actually and actual back to back there. But I did commit to reading more. So reading lots for fun and reading, of course, for, knowledge, education, and continuing to grow and be a better human as well. And I think I've read about 5 novels. That sounds about right. I think about 5 novels. So that feels good. So that, I'll call that one a success. Sleep routine, I'm gonna deem not super successful. I'm really great at knowing all the things that are really helpful to do, not so great at implementing them consistently. And one of the things that I've learned about myself through the last few months of having a lot of time to get to know myself better is that when I'm only accountable to myself, I let myself down a lot. So that's an area now that I'm working on, is the importance of being accountable to myself, and that's enough reason that if I say that this is something that's good for me to be doing, or this is something that's important to me, to actually do it and not just let myself come up with excuses and reasons to not do it. So that goes with my sleep routine, that goes with things like physical activities and exercising and that kind of thing, cooking and all of that. So that's an area for growth still. And self-care. I think for the most part, I've been doing okay with my self-care routine, but there's definitely lots of room for improvement still. So I'm gonna call that one just right there, a middle ground. Not super successful and not something that I've completely and epically not done as well as I'd like to at, but definitely times where I don't do things that I know are helpful to help me relax and recharge. I just kind of power through, and that's not been super helpful for me. So lots of self-awareness and recognition and things to be working on. And part of why some of those things have been more challenging has been because my anxiety's been higher lately, and so it becomes more difficult to do some of those regular tasks that I would like to do or that I know are helpful. And so kind of finding that motivation can be really challenging. So that might be a topic coming up. So the anxiety's been higher, and I've been trying to utilize my sort of coping strategies that I would typically use. Some of them are working okay, some of them not so much. Back to the drawing board with my supports. So I'm focusing right now on using mindfulness and being present in the moment, and kind of grounding myself when I feel that anxiety rising, looking at what do I and do I not have control over in certain situations, breathing techniques. I'm a big fan of square breathing. So if you're not familiar with that one, you take a deep breath in for 4 seconds, hold that for 4 seconds, let it out for 4 seconds, hold that for 4 seconds. And for me, that one's really helpful because I can visualize a square, or there's lots of places where I can see squares, and that can be a really helpful way for me to just kind of get through that moment of the higher anxiety and kind of get it back down again. And just kind of talking about it and reaching out for my supports and recognizing that, like, it comes in waves sometimes. And just for whatever reason right now, it's just been a bit higher. And that's okay. I know that I can do some things to kind of help with that. But what's everybody else up to? How are you managing things? How are you enjoying the nicer weather? Are you getting outdoors more? Anybody got some other tips for managing your anxiety and coping with that? Let me know. Take care. Bye for now.